Hello everyone, my name is Simon, and today we're gonna take a look at one of the new maps in the Blizzard map pool that starts in Season 8. Season 8 starts in the week of June 11th, so it just started in Europe a few minutes ago. And I'm just gonna make this video for a quick overview of one of the new maps. In the past, this is a Blizzard map, and in the past the Blizzard map hasn't been received properly by the community at all. Because, well, Blizzard maps aren't known for being very good. Of course, we had Steps of War, we had a lot of terrible maps like Kula's Ravine and whatnot. So, in the past, Blizzard hasn't made a good name of themselves as far as maps goes. So what we want to do right now is actually take a look at one of the new maps that is out there right now, playable on the European server already, probably also on the other servers as well. So what we want to look at, you are looking right now at a game between me and a computer. The computer is an easy computer. We don't really want to look at that at all. I just wanted to have some footage on the background while looking at this map. So let's have a look. On this map, you can spawn on the bottom right corner as I am right now, the top right corner, the top left corner, as well as the bottom left corner. So actually you can spawn in close air position, as you see right now in this game as well. We are spawning close air positioning. However, we don't want to focus on that too much because this map is actually really big. As you can see, normally it would be kind of a problem if you see close air position, but have a look at how quickly you go to the opposite side of the map, while you actually have to walk a whole lot if you want to be able to do that. And since this is a 4-player map, it's going to be really hard to proxy, because if you're going to be able to proxy, where are you going to put your gateways or your barracks? Are you going to put them in the middle? No, it's just going to take way too long to actually walk to the opposite side of the map. So that's a good thing, I guess. It's going to be a 4-player map, really big map, and close position enabled. However, it's still really far ahead. So right now, actually, let's take a look at the bases. The natural is very easy to take. As you can see right here, this is going to be a double ledge. A ledge leading into the natural, as well as a ledge leading into the low ground. As well as a very easy to take third base. Now, on the earlier version of this map, there was actually rocks on the third base location right here. But since this is the finalized version of this map, I guess, there's not going to be any kind of rocks, which is going to help Zerg players a lot. Of course, since I'm a Zerg player, I'm really happy of that, because, well, taking this third base is going to be crucial in any kind of Zerg versus Protoss, as well as Zerg versus Terran play. And since this is going to be a full mineral as well as a full gas base that's relatively early to take, I'm really curious how that is going to play out. It's much better than actually having rocks on this third base. So let's have a look at this ledge right here. This is a really curious ledge right here. When you go up to the third base, you actually have a huge ledge right here. That you could actually use to put like spine crawlers up here to actually have defense, or you could drop siege tank up here. That's going to be pretty interesting how that is going to be playing out. However, I don't think it's going to be a huge deal, because there will be a ramp leading up through this third base, so there won't be too much of a hesitation right here to actually get up this base. And I don't expect this is going to be too much of a problem, as long as you put overlords and creep up this ledge. Of course, playing as a Zerg player, it's going to be really important to actually have an eye out on this third base, because, well, it's going to be in this position right now that we spawned in, the opponent and me. It's going to be really hard to drop on this base. But for example, if it would have spawned, if my opponent would have spawned here and I would have spawned on the other side of the map in the top left location, for example, he could have easily dropped tanks and marines on the high ground right here and actually sniped off my third base really easily. So what you want to be able to do is actually have you want to have overlords and creep on this ledge right here. So what else is there supposed to be taking a look at? So right here, we actually have 2 watchtowers on this map. Well, the watchtower radius isn't actually that big. You can, of course, see this base right here, but you won't be able to see those bases. You won't be seeing the bases in the middle. However, I don't expect those bases to being used that much, because, well, let's face it, those maps or those bases are really easy to take. However, it's going to be pretty tough for a Zerg player or a Protoss player or a Terran player, for that sake, to get a 4th base going, because where are you going to take it? Of course, your first base is going to be right here. Your second base is going to be right here, and your third base is going to be right here. However, where are you going to take your fourth? Are you going to take it right here? I don't really think so, because this is going to be pretty easy to snipe off, actually. Are you going to take it right here? Well, more likely. Or are you going to take it right here? Well, this is really far away from your main again. So that's going to be a curious part. Most likely on this map we are going to see a lot of 3-base play, because, well, that's just going to be the easiest kind of play, because it's really easy to take 3 base, but the 4th base is going to be significantly harder. So let's talk a little bit about army positioning on this map. We actually have a little bit of a bush right here that's going to be able to hide some siege tanks or maybe some other siege stack right here. So that's going to be pretty cool. However, if you are playing Zerg, this area right here is going to be huge. This is going to be a very important area because you can actually defend this area quite easily. As you can see right here, it's going to be relatively easily to put to actually surround, because there's a lot of pathways leading into this area right here. However, there's a little bit of a ledge right here that you can't place units at, but besides that, this is a huge area that you actually can use to engage your opponent with. So if you are a Zerg player, and of course since I'm a Zerg player, you actually want to be able to lead your opponent into this kind of space, like right here, because this will give you the most opportunities to actually surround your army, as you can see right here. So right now, actually, your watchtowers are on the high ground, so you should have, as a Zerg player, always have those watchtowers, because if your opponent is going to be moving out in the middle of the map, you can actually see them really easily. And since most likely most engagement will happen in the middle of this fight, or the middle of this map rather, or this position right here, it's going to be crucial to have those watchtowers, those Xel'Naga watchtowers at all times. So what you want to be able to do as a Zerg player, you do not want to engage on a ramp, you do not want to engage here, you do not want to engage here, you do not want to engage here either. You want to engage right in one of those open areas right here, or maybe right here, or maybe right in the middle of the map. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers the basics of that map. Of course, it's going to be really interesting how this map is going to be played out on professional level. So wrap it up shortly. It's going to be a huge map with 4 possible, how do you say that, spawning locations. It's going to be a really big map. It's going to be an easy map to take your first base, your second base, and your third base on, with a really interesting ledge on your third base. And it's going to be Xel'Naga towers that are going to be crucial for your existence on this map, and it's going to be a relatively hard 4th base to take on this map. So we are gonna watch out how professional gamers are going to be able to play on this map. I myself am gonna not thumb down this map at all, because I really like the concept of it. Preferably because I like 3-base play as a Zerg. So I want to thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, please post them in the comment section below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this game. Let's actually check out how I'm going to defeat my opponent on this map. As you can see, well, since my opponent is an easy opponent, it's not going to be any kind of hard play for that sake, because, well, let's face it, he has, right now he's 8 harvesters, while I'm already maxed almost at 11 minutes into the game. So let's actually speed it up just a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to run up this ramp and actually take out my opponent right here, and then because, well, I'm maxed already and he is at 11 supply. That's what you get for playing easy opponents, I guess. Want to thank you all for watching, guys, and I see you in a few days, or maybe even tomorrow. We have to see when I upload a new video. Want to thank you all for watching, and have a great day, guys. Bye!